As Chief Faculty Marshal, I now declare this commencement officially open. The ceremony will be officiated by W. Taylor Reevely IV, the 26th President of Longwood University. Please remain standing for the national anthem, led by Cara Lillian Johnson, class of 2025, the posting of the colors by the ROTC Color Guard, and a moment of reflection led by Senior Class Vice President Abigail Grace Livingstone.
You may post the colors.
To my fellow class of 2025 graduates, we began this journey with packed bags, nervous hearts, and no real idea of what lay ahead. We stepped onto this campus unsure of ourselves, searching for connection, purpose, and a place to belong. And somehow, in those in-between moments, between lectures and Chi walks, between color wars and quiet mornings on Wheeler Lawn, we found more than we ever could have dreamed. We found friendship in unexpected places, strength we didn't know we had, and a voice that grew louder with each passing semester. We learned how to ask better questions, how to listen with intent, and how to lead, not with titles, but with empathy and compassion. Longwood became more than a college. It became a mirror, reflecting the people we were becoming. And now, as we stand on the edge of what's next, there's a familiar feeling. Nervous hearts, packed bags, and another journey beginning. But this time, we carry more with us. Less fear, more courage, a deeper sense of who we are and who we want to be. We are not the same people who arrived here. We are stronger, more open, more ready. Longwood has shaped us and prepared us for the future. This will always be our home, our alma mater, and the community we've built here will forever be in our hearts as we move forward with purpose. Here's to us, class of 2025.
Please be seated. To everything, there is a season, a time for every purpose. We gather this morning at a turning point, not only for you, the graduates before us, but in this new century, electric with possibility and with the unavoidable clarity that history is on the move. This is Longwood's 186th commencement. And you, class of 2025, have earned your place in this long and honorable tradition. You have endured through challenge, you have risen with determination, and today we mark the proud and joyful fulfillment of your years of study and purpose on this historic ground. You arrived in the autumn of 2021 when the world was still mending from dislocation and doubt. He came here seeking not only an education, but direction, community, meaning. And now, 4 years later, you leave stronger, wiser, ready to meet the new fulcrum years of our dynamic age. And as we begin these ceremonies, we give thanks for cool and steady skies above, the company of family and friends, and for the traditions that anchor us. Today, in our elegant ceremonial steps, we will hear words of reflection, welcome, exhortation. Then, we will confer awards, and then, at the heart of the matter, in culmination, we will award degrees to each of you. Your names called out, your journey recognized with joy. This weekend, we mark 1,047 degrees recognized. Last evening, in solemn ceremony, we awarded 387 graduate degrees, including 86 to double Lancers. Each of those numbers tells a story. Each represents work done, goals reached, doors opened, fast friendships to hold throughout life. This morning, we are honored by the presence of our commencement speaker, Christy Coleman, Chief Executive of the Jamestown-Yorktown Foundation and one of the leading public historians of our time. Her voice brings both clarity and conscience, and it is most fitting to hear from her now as our country approaches a landmark year, the 250th anniversary of 1776. At yesterday's ceremony for our graduate students, President Larry Stempert of Hampton-Sydney gave the address. Our crosstown neighbor in America's first two-college town is celebrating its own 250th anniversary this year, alongside the nation. We are also joined by the members of Longwood's Board of Visitors, stewards of this institution. I wish to especially recognize our Rector, Ron White, one of the Commonwealth's great leaders, a faithful servant of education and the public good, and a trusted friend. I thank him and all those who govern this place for their wise leadership. It is a particularly joyful day for one of our board members, Chuck Fagan, and his family celebrate this graduation day for niece Taylor. Likewise, Dan Oakey of our foundation board is joined with joyful family to celebrate daughter Victoria's graduation. And to our faculty, arrayed in regalia in the noble tradition, you have done more than teach. You have formed character. You have challenged and encouraged. In a time when many universities have turned away from the face-to-face craft of teaching, Longwood has held fast. While others have reduced their number of full-time faculty, we have grown ours. This is not only a strategy, it is a statement of principle that real education begins with real relationships, and that the classroom is a place of purpose. And seniors, your love for the alma mater and for each other is what fuses the joy of this day with the longing and nostalgia of commencement. We love you. And day by day, year by year, decade on decade, the alma mater will come to be in your hands. You will be ready for that and so much else, wise as you will have become. With that in mind, before we proceed, allow me a word about the moment in which you graduate. Next year, our nation will mark that signal 250th anniversary. 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. That anniversary is not just a number, it is a call to carry forward the ideals upon which this nation was built. Liberty, equality, democracy, and the pursuit of the common good. A call to reflect on the long and difficult road we have traveled and the road still ahead. And most of all, a call to rededicate ourselves to the unfinished work of building a more perfect union. And that work now falls to your generation, too. You, class of 2025, are the ones who will carry the American experiment forward and the ideals that have been a light to the world. You are the ones who will lift up communities, solve divisions, shape new wonders, strengthen the virtues that bind us together. On a July 4th, nearing a century ago, Franklin Roosevelt spoke at a celebration in Virginia. A modern democracy in particular, he said, needs above all things the continuance of the spirit of youth. The problems of our day call as greatly for the continuation of imagination and energy and capacity for responsibility as did the age of the framers. Democracy needs now, as it found then, he continued, leaders developed through education to the limit of their capacity for ultimate responsibility. That truth about America still shines through the decades. The fundamental character of America is the youthful possibility of the future. So, class of 2025, you indeed look resplendent on this commencement day, a vision of the future. And I abound with optimism at the prospect of such capacities and responsibilities in your hands as Franklin Roosevelt once called out and called for. Congratulations. Welcome to Commencement Day. The alma mater sends you forth with our joyful hopes and our devoted pride. Class of 2025. And now, ceremonial steps underway. Let's proceed on this great occasion. And I invite to the podium our rector, faithful steward, thoughtful leader, steadfast friend, Rector White.
Good morning, Longwood University students. Good morning. And should I say soon to be Longwood University alumni. It is my humbling honor and privilege to be here with you today, to celebrate the hard work that you have put in to achieve these degrees, to recognize those who helped you along the way and to share in your celebration. Now, I always like to start off my remarks with a quote, and with my military background, go Army, whoop. Beat Navy, I like that. Good, good, good. That's a good response. I typically find inspiration from those who I have shared experiences with. So today I will start with the words attributed to the VMI alum, the late General George C. Marshall, statesman and citizen leader, in which he said, "Go right straight down the road to do what is best." He said then, "And to do it frankly without evasion. When I think about those words, I think about making a decision, a frank and honest decision, and then committing to it wholeheartedly and with energy and with full commitment. Now, because I referenced a distinguished VMI alum, as a West Point alum, you see I am contractually obligated to make a West Point reference at this time. And as you are about to matriculate and begin your life after Longwood, I share these words with you from the West Point Cadet Prayer, which simply says this: make us choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong, and never be content with the half-truth when the whole truth can be won. You are here today because many years ago you made the decision that your best road was to pursue this degree from this great institution, and you committed yourself to that endeavor. That is what brought you here to this point this morning. Successfully, you've completed that journey. You have made the sacrifice, the commitment, and the perseverance to bring you where you are at this moment. Longwood's mission calls on you to combine these qualities with the knowledge that you have learned on this campus and to do what is best, not only for you, but for your community and for your country. And to do that work, frankly, without evasion, choosing the harder right instead of the easier wrong, and never being content with that half-truth when the whole can be won. You see, because this is what citizen leaders do. Now I'm going to take you back a little bit. There's this song from the 1980s by Bonnie Taylor. And the song is titled, "I Need a Hero." And part of the lyrics goes like this. The lyrics say, "I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the morning light. They've got to be sure, and it's got to be soon, and they've got to be larger than life." The world is changing rapidly before us. Advancements in technology will shape the world in ways that we can barely predict. New norms will be created. New sectors of the economy will develop as we struggle to keep pace. And each of you will be asked difficult questions, both personally and professionally. But you see, Longwood has prepared you for this. You, each of you, will be that hero, that citizen leader hero that this broken world so desperately needs, who will be able to tell what the answers will be. You are that person today, armed with those special qualities of perseverance and commitment. You will help navigate those challenges as you put the knowledge that you have earned to use in serving, doing what is best. So congratulations, graduates. Go forth and be that hero that rescues civilization. And you see, I have no doubt that you will go on to do great things, remarkable things, things that will make your alma mater proud. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. And now, the official welcome, the class of 2025, by Senior Class President Dick Carlstrom. Mr. President, come forward.
faculty, staff, family, and friends, thank you for being here today to support these special seniors as we conclude our undergraduate journey and embark on a new adventure. To the class of 2025, don't we all look pretty great today? I'd like to take a moment to first thank these lovely people behind me for their tireless work on the Senior Class Council, and to our wonderful advisors, Nicole Perkins and Gibson McClung, thank you for your guidance, your never-ending support, and your willingness to put in long hours to make sure that we were successful. And now, to all of you, the class of 2025, thank you for making it all possible. This year, our class had one of the best participation percentages. That says a lot about our spirit, our unity, and our willingness to show up. Now, I want you to think back to when you first stepped foot onto campus. I'm sure it felt like this day would never come, and it was light years away. But here we are. Semester after semester, we sat through classes we loved and classes we barely survived. We took tests that were a breeze and others that haunted us for weeks. At the time, these moments felt huge. But now, as we sit on the lawn, they feel small, important, but small. Because what really stands out isn't the grades or the schedule, it's the journey. Each of us took a different road to get here. Some of us changed majors 3 times. Some of us discovered new passions. Some of us faced personal losses, health challenges, financial stress, and still showed up. And that's what makes today so meaningful. We didn't all follow the same map, and yet we all arrived. There's a quote I've been thinking about as we close this chapter. Rumi once wrote, "It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you." Isn't that true of this entire experience? Our friends, professors, families supported us, encouraged us, and sometimes carried us. But they couldn't do the work for us. They couldn't decide our direction. We had to walk it ourselves. We had to show up, take tests, write the essays, and ask the big questions about who we are and where we're going. And now, as we step into what's next, the road is still ours. It will always be. Some of us are heading into jobs, some into grad school, some are traveling and taking time off or exploring the unknown. But every single one of those paths is valid. There's no single definition of success, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. What matters is that your road, it's your road, and that you walk it with intention, with courage, and with your own kind of joy. Please remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. Life isn't linear. There will be detours, setbacks, and unexpected turns. That's not failure, that's living. Keep walking, keep learning, and keep listening, because every step, even the wobbly ones, is still forward movement. We've shared so much together, long nights, inside jokes, late breakfasts, and maybe even some crown hopping. These are the pieces of our college years that will stay with us. To the class of 2025, walk your road, own it, celebrate it, and never forget that while we may go our separate ways, these years have forever connected us. Congratulations, we did it, and now it's time to begin again. Thank you.
And now for our commencement speaker. In matters of history, as we approach this 250th anniversary year for the nation, in matters of history, Virginia has a special depth. Many of the great moments that shaped our nation's history, our own shared history, happened in Virginia. From first settlement and Revolution's end at Jamestown, Williamsburg, and Yorktown, to the bloody battles of the Civil War that stretched across our Commonwealth, to national inflection points at the beginning of the Civil Rights Movement here in Farmville. For all those, and more. Virginia has many stories to tell. Some of those are told often. Musical acts end with the heroism of the Battle of Yorktown. We can rattle off the names of great Virginians of the past, but there are countless other stories and people whose words and deeds have faded, but who did as much to shape our Commonwealth and our nation as the names that frequent our history books. Translation across time is the job of the historian, piecing together what survives the march of days and discovering the truth inherent. Historians interpret and uncover the past so that we can shape the future by its successes and failures, its calm and its clamor. Today's commencement speaker, Christy Coleman, is one of the great historians of our Commonwealth and nation. For all her accolades, and there are many, winner of the David McCullough Prize for Public History, chair of the American Association for State and Local History, Time Magazine's 31 People Who Are Changing the South. For all these, she has grounded herself in the daily work of telling the stories that matter. At Colonial Williamsburg, the American Civil War Museum, the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History, and now leading the Jamestown-Yorktown Foundation, she has dedicated herself to revealing and translating the famous junctures and figures, as well as the often untold or mistold or uncovered stories of people whose words and deeds are often lost in the pages of history. These experiences altogether are critical to our understanding of our nation and of ourselves. And Christy Coleman is doing the hard work of ensuring that they survive translation true. So as we enter America's 250th anniversary year, it is a deep delight to have her with us this morning. And before we give her the podium, I will ask her to come forward with the Rector so that we might bestow upon her the Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters. I will now read the official resolution. Christy S. Coleman, a historian and scholar whose work at important sites of the Commonwealth and beyond has preserved our shared history, broken new ground, and deepened our understanding of the American experience, is conferred the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, and is, by the authority vested in the Board of Visitors and on behalf of the faculty, hereby awarded that degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, given at Longwood University in Virginia, this 17th day of May, 2025, in the 186th year of the university. The podium is yours.
First of all, thank you all so much for the invitation to join you for this extraordinary honor, and I am deeply, deeply humbled. A very special thank you to President Reevely, the Rector, and the other members of the Board of Visitors, to the faculty, staff, and graduating students. Quite simply, you did it. You've made it to Commencement Day. Your tenacity, long nights, anxious as well as celebratory moments have led you here. So congratulations to you all. Specifically to the graduates, I say to you, now is the time to take the greatest lessons Longwood has taught you in and outside of the classrooms out into the world. Take with you your curiosity, a desire and ability to learn new things based on new evidence, because evidence is always being uncovered. take with you empathy. Continue to build relationships with people unlike yourself. Commit yourselves to make a difference in this world that benefits the whole of humanity, not just a select few. And I say that with the understanding that there is probably no better example than that presented by 56 young men who came together in Philadelphia almost 250 years ago for a common cause. Now, mind you, most of us, when we are taught or we think about these 56 people, there are a few things that we talk about. You know, there's always, well, John Hancock had the biggest signature, right? But most folks don't know that for a minute, John Hancock and Sam Adams had to hide out from the British Army, moving from town to town because of their decisions and their actions. Most people don't know that among the youngest members at that assembly were 26 years old, people not much older than you, who had the audacity to think that there had to be a better way for citizens to live, for citizens to be free. The senior statesman of the group was 70 years old, and that was Benjamin Franklin, a man full of mischief and curiosity and scientific discovery who did not keep himself in one particular category of endeavor, but instead chose to explore the world in science and philosophy. They came together for a common cause. And as these men started thinking about and laying out how they would respond to the King of England and Parliament for what they considered so many grievances, they settled on 27. 27 grievances. Often when we think about the Declaration of Independence, we get stuck right around that we hold these truths, which is extraordinarily important because those words gave a nation its values. But it also gave the nation a warning moving forward. It also said that we as Americans believe certain things and certain rights should be ours. Among the 27 grievances, they said, speaking of the king, he has refused to pass laws unless people would relinquish their right of representation. He has obstructed the administration of justice. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, meaning immigration. He has subjected us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution, for cutting off our trade, for depriving us of the benefits of trial by jury, for transporting us beyond seas to be tried. He has excited domestic insurrections among us. He has erected a multitude of new offices to harass our people. That's just a handful of the grievances that led these young men and the people who sent them to Philadelphia to say enough is enough. We are a free people. And they laid out their case in the Declaration of Independence, which was so eloquently written by 33-year-old Thomas Jefferson assigned to be the principal author. Now I know that there are those, as we study history, we learn things about these 56 people that are unsettling. But here's the thing. As you move through your life, students, no one, especially you, should expect you to be perfect. You will mess up. You will do things that are grievous. You will do things that are horrible. You will be disrespectful. But at the end of the day, one would hope that the lessons that your families tried to instill in you, that the relationships that you've built among you will bring you out of that place of darkness, that you will set aside selfish interest for the greater good, as these men did. And they did so knowing the risk they were taking. Of the 56 signers, 5 were captured by the British and tortured. 12 had their homes ransacked and burned. 2 lost their sons to war in battlefield. 9 fought themselves in the American Revolutionary War, dying from injury, hardship, and/or starvation. They knew the risk they were taking, but they also knew that the values they had set forth, we hold these truths, were worth all of it. So sometimes you will have to step out of your comfort. Sometimes you will have to make the tough call. I hope that you will choose to make it with the greater good, the common good in mind. So the lesson isn't what hypocrites they were or may have been. The lesson isn't, well, we're a different place now. We need to change things. The lesson is, instead, that the great experiment that literally changed the world on our shores is in fact worth saving. At the time they wrote those words, virtually every single government on the planet was either a monarchy, an oligarchy, a theocracy, or a dictatorship of one form or another. Today, over 70% of the world, looking at the American example in those words, and later in our Constitution, are democratic republics of one type or another because of what happened here almost 250 years ago. So if you don't think you have a role to play, you are sadly mistaken. And I hope that you take the lessons of history, the lessons of life, to move forward with purpose, even if you stumble, as your classmate told you, because you will. You absolutely will, and that's okay, because guess what? You get more steady with each step that you take. And so with that, I'll simply end by saying, navigate your future knowing that everything ain't gonna go to plan. Be patient and kind to others, but more important, with yourself. Have grace and give grace, because these are the cornerstones of a good and decent life. And I wish that for you abundantly. Again, thank you everyone for the incredible honor to join you today. Congratulations, 2025. Well done.
That was magnificent, Dr. Coleman. We are honored to count you in our ranks. And now, joined on this happy morning on Wheeler Mall, a moment for some beautiful music for reflection. The Longwood Commencement Choir will perform Wanting Memories under the direction of Dr. Pam McDermott. Music was one of the founding disciplines here at Longwood, one of the first four in 1839. Latin, Greek, mathematics, and music.
I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. You used to rock me in the cradle of your arms. You said you'd hold me till the pains of life were gone. You said you'd comfort me in times like these, and now I need you, and now I need you, and you are gone. So I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. And since you've gone and left me, there's been so little beauty, but I know I saw it clearly through your eyes. Now the world outside is such a cold and bitter place. Here inside I have few things that can console. And when I try to hear your voice above the storms of life, then I remember that I was home. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I think on the things that made me feel so wonderful when I was young. I think on the things that made me laugh, made me dance, made me sing. I think on the things that made me grow into a being full of pride. Think on these things, for they are true. And I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I thought that you were gone, but now I know you're with me. And you are the voice that whispers all I need to hear. I know a please and thank you and a smile will take me far. I know that I am you and you are me and we are one. I know that who I am is numbered in each grain of sand. I know that I've been blessed again and over again. As I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes.
splendid. Now, we begin to segue into our next act. I will call our Provost, the great Larissa Smith, forward to say a few words on behalf of the faculty, and then move into the awarding of prizes and honors. Madam Provost.
Good morning. And on behalf of Longwood's talented faculty, I want to welcome all soon-to-be graduates, as well as your family and friends, to this ceremony. Let me add my voice to the chorus of congratulations you've received. Your persistence through this turbulent period has been noteworthy, and your accomplishments are worthy of celebration. At Longwood, we have prioritized the in-person experience. With each change we've experienced in the recent past, and there's been a lot of them, we focus on the human connections that make Longwood distinctive. Connections that invigorate our work, connections that inspire our discussions, and connections that impel us to an ideal of citizen leadership. Our faculty have been at the forefront of those connections. Over these last 4 years, they have exerted extraordinary efforts, pouring their energy into you, and they take pride in the programs they shepherd and those of you they have mentored. They have prepared you for your next steps, whether it's to the workforce or to graduate or professional school, to wherever you are now called, and they have prepared you to make positive contributions to your communities. Through your major coursework and the Civite core curriculum, you have gained the knowledge and skills that will serve you well in our rapidly changing world. Foremost among those skills include critical thinking, understanding multiple perspectives, collaboration, civil discourse and active listening, and written and spoken communication. Those skills will serve you well in your career and as a citizen of our nation. We need the abilities and your leadership of your generation now more than ever. In the future, you are getting ready to build an experience. I hope that applying what you have learned here at Longwood will bring you the fulfillment that comes from contributing to the common good. And so today, we applaud your accomplishments. We are so very proud of you, and we acknowledge the work of those who have taught and mentored you. So there are a few special people who are receiving further commendation this morning. And so I asked Mr. Cameron Patterson, Vice President for Student Affairs, to please come forward for the presentation of our award winners.
A special howdy Lancers to the class of 2025. It's so great to be with you this morning. I am honored to present the Student Faculty Recognition Award selected by a student committee, honoring a member of the faculty for professional excellence and devoted service to students. The winner of the Student Faculty Recognition Award for 2025 is Dr. Rhonda Scarrow, Associate Professor of Theater Education. With an unwavering dedication and a deep passion for the craft, Dr. Rhonda Scarrow has made the lasting impact at Longwood and in our community. She brings the stage to life not only through her knowledge and expertise, but through a dynamic student-centered approach that makes the classroom a place of discovery, growth, and inspiration. Beloved by her students, she is recognized for creating a welcoming environment where every student voice matters. With multiple student nominations this year, all of her students spoke about how she encourages risk-taking, celebrates individuality, and models a level of commitment that empowers students to pursue their own excellence. One student shared, "Dr. Scarrow is a champion of her students. She never fails to support us, both inside and outside of the classroom. Her influence extends beyond her teaching. She's a fierce advocate, a creative force, and a mentor that invests deeply in the lives and futures of others." Congratulations to this year's Student Faculty Recognition Award recipient, Dr. Rhonda Scarrow. Our next award is made possible by an endowment established by the late United States Congressman Dan Daniel and recognizes a student with high academic rank, demonstrated commitment to citizenship activities, and personal leadership in campus life. It is my distinct honor to announce that this year's recipient of the Dan Daniel Award for Scholarship and Citizenship is Christina Marie White. Christina, please join us on stage to receive your honor. And as she comes forward, let me tell you a little bit about her. During her time at Longwood, Christina has had an unwavering commitment to service, leadership, and academic excellence. A Cormier Honors College scholar and a summa cum laude graduate in Spanish education with a minor in history, Christina has consistently pursued her passion for education while leaving her mark on Longwood and the greater community. Christina's academic journey has been distinguished by her presence on both the Deans and Presidents list, as well as recognition through the Joan of Arc Award for Excellence and the Foreign Language Association of Virginia University Student Award. As an educator currently serving as a Spanish teacher with Cumberland County Public Schools, Christina's love for learning is matched by her deep belief in the power of language and connection. And beyond the classroom, she has demonstrated exceptional leadership and involvement across numerous student organizations. She is a member of the Ambassadors Student Philanthropy Council, Alpha Phi Omega, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and a leader within the National Panhellenic Council, where she's helped to uplift and amplify the work of our historically Black Greek-lettered organizations. Her service has extended to the Office of Multicultural Affairs, where she has helped to organize leadership experiences, and she has a love for service that is extended to both her home community in the Hampton Roads area, as well as to Farmville. And in her own words, she said, "I hope my legacy is found in the people I've uplifted, the organizations I have helped to strengthen, and the students I currently teach." These words reflect the heart of her Longwood journey, one defined not just by personal success, but profound dedication to others. Christina, congratulations. I now invite Provost Smith back to the lectern.
The next award, the Sally Barksdale Hargret Prize for Academic Excellence, is the result of an endowment established by the late Felix Hargret of Roanoke as a memorial to his wife, a 1921 graduate of Longwood. It is given each year to the graduating senior who has the highest cumulative grade point average among those students with a full tenure at Longwood. This year, we are proud to announce that we have 5 students who met the criteria and achieved the highest GPAs possible to receive this award. Each recipient will receive a monetary award and a certificate. It is my honor to present to you the winners of the 2025 Sally Barksdale Hargret Prize for Academic Excellence. When your name is called, please join us on stage. Elena Audrey Firestone. Elena is majoring in computer science and her hometown is Aldie, Virginia. Abigail Renee Marple. Abigail is majoring in liberal studies with a concentration in special education and is from Grottoes, Virginia. Jade Mackenzie Riddle. Jade's major is biology with a minor in chemistry, and she's from Christiansburg, Virginia. Lauren Elizabeth Vick. Lauren's major is communication sciences and disorders, and she's from Quinton, Virginia. And last but not least, Kendall Michelle Wicker. Her major is elementary education and teaching with a minor in children's literature and a second minor in international studies. It's no small feat to major in elementary ed and have 2 minors. She's from Chesapeake, Virginia. Congratulations for achieving excellence throughout your academic career and for receiving this prestigious honor. Let's give our recipients a round of applause.
Congratulations to our award winners and Class 2025. Begin your internal steps of spiritual preparation because you are getting really close to the big moment. We have a ceremonial transition to unfurl upon you, though. Student Body President Neil Miller will come forward, and there will be an elegant moment with Alumni Association President Chris Tunstall.
Good morning to all the faculty, family, friends, and the amazing class of 2025. As I stand here today, I am in complete awe of all that we have accomplished. Our journey to this point hasn't been easy. Most of us, being high school graduates in 2021, lost the end of our junior year and the entirety of our senior year. When we arrived here our freshman year, we entered college in the wake of uncertainty, not knowing if things would ever return to normal. We learned how to build a community behind masks and social distancing while navigating a world still healing. In all the chaos, there were moments of doubt, setbacks that we didn't see coming, and long nights spent completing assignments. But through it all, we kept going with compassion, leadership, and relentless hope for the future we were creating. And now, after 4 years of hard work, here we are, together, walking the stage towards a bright future that we all dreamed of. Now, as you look to your right and left, around you, you will find people who have accomplished some incredible things over the last 4 years. As a member of the Student Government Association, I've had the privilege of witnessing your strength, determination, and spirit firsthand. Whether your accomplishments were through student leadership, activism, academic excellence, or simply being there for your peers, you've all shown what it means to step up and be a citizen leader. As we look back on our journeys here at Longwood, I hope that we will all remember how we did not become witnesses to the Longwood journey, but we became a part of it. We crown hopped, attended Kai walks, and ate more nom nom platters than we'd like to admit. We spent hours in the Greenwood Library completing papers and assignments. We cheered for our Lancers, and together we left a mark on this campus that will never be forgotten. So today, as we turn our tassels and take this next step into the future, let's not forget the path we traveled. We didn't just attend college, we transformed through it. And now, as we enter a world desperately needing citizen leaders, I have utmost faith that the people walking across this stage today will find a place, drive change, and help continue to make the world a better place. Now, with that in mind, Alumni Association President Chris Tunstall, Longwood class of 1988, I pass to you the class of 2025 honor commitment cards that we all signed our first semester here for safekeeping as we joined the rank of fellow alumni carrying with us the honor and integrity of all past, present, and future members of the Longwood University community of scholars. Thank you very much. To the class of 2025, congratulations on your accomplishments and continue to carry your fire into this world. The next chapter is unwritten, but I know that you will write yours in bold. Congratulations, Lancers, and thank you, Longwood, for all the amazing memories. Thank you.
You are on the very threshold, and I will now call forward Chris Tunstall, class of '88, President of the Alumni Association, to welcome you into those ranks now that he has been entrusted with your honor pledge cards from that first week in 2021.
Thank you, President Reevely. Good morning, Longwood Lancers. What a great day to be in a Lancer. This is an amazing view right here. I wish you could all see this. On behalf of the Longwood University Alumni Association and its board of directors, congratulations on your graduation. It's my honor to welcome you into the family of 40,000 Longwood alumni. When I came first to Longwood College back in the mid-'80s, or as you probably call it, the late 1900s now, I thought this was going to be a pretty good four-year experience. It was an incredible four-year experience for me, but it's become much, much more than that for me. It has become not only an incredible four-year experience, but a forever experience. Longwood will always be forever home to me. I remember feeling like you probably do today in 1988, right here on Wheeler Mall, a very similar day, rain in the morning, sun came out in the afternoon. I remember feeling very excited, very accomplished, and very relieved. But today, you and I also have a feeling in common, and I believe that feeling is a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude to attend and graduate from this incredible and historic university. So today, as you receive your Longwood Alumni Diploma, you automatically become a member of the Longwood University Alumni Association. I've talked with many, many new Longwood graduates over the years, and a lot of them have told me they've contacted alums for help with professional advice, networking, career wisdom along the way. And they consistently tell me that when they reached out to a Longwood alum, the alum always got back to them and helped them in some way. So I'm very confident in making you this promise. Your Alumni Association and the alums are always going to be here for you because we are committed to your success. Lancers support Lancers, and you're going to feel this for the rest of your lives. The Longwood Alumni Association will help you stay in touch with Longwood friends through regional events, networking events, and we'll keep you informed about Longwood and campus events, including upcoming this year in November 14th through the 16th, Homecoming and Alumni Weekend. We would love to see you there. It's an amazing time. So I want to welcome each of you as a new member of the Longwood Alumni Association. Go forth with the strength of your Longwood University degree, and remember, we're always here for you. We're here to help you. We're here to help you in your careers. We want to help you stay connected. And we want to help make Longwood a forever experience for you, just like it is for me. Congratulations, Lancers.
I think we need to pause and begin to rev up the spirits a little bit, because we are just about ready for the big moment. I have to lay an important question before the Rector. Mr. Rector, are we authorized to confer degrees?
Well, I first will say that I am as anxious and excited as the class of 25 as evident of my premature approach to the podium. But yes, Mr. President, on behalf of the Longwood University Board of Visitors, we authorize you to grant degrees to the amazing class of 2025.
Assisting me in conferring degrees will be Provost Smith, Dr. Jennifer Green, Vice President of Strategic Operations. The names of the graduates will be sonorously announced by Dr. Chris Swanson, Professor of Music. Madam Provost, please introduce the Dean of each college.
President Reevely, I have the honor of presenting to you Dr. Khawaja Mamoon, Dean of the College of Business and Economics, Dr. Angela McDonald, Dean of the College of Education, Health, and Human Services, and Dr. Roger Byrne, Dean of the Cook-Cole College of Arts and Sciences. They will present the candidates for degrees from their respective colleges.
Will the candidates for the degrees in the College of Business and Economics please rise? President Reevely, on the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business and Economics, I present to you these candidates who have fulfilled all the prescribed conditions for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Bachelors of Science in Business Administration.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors, and on recommendation of the faculty of Longwood University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and welcome to the ranks of the devoted alumni of the alma mater. You may now turn your tassels.
All right, now come the fun part. Graduates, please come forward so we can recognize your accomplishments.
Alea Ashley Amina Ziegler. Ellen Rose Colangelo. Bella Yvonne Marie Swain. Sandra Liberty Smilik Edwards, magna cum laude. Benjamin Scott Goulet. Sierra Yasmin Brown, summa cum laude. Misha David Wiley. Connor Reed Williams, summa cum laude. Alexander Scott Daniel, summa cum laude. Ian Timothy Johnson, magna cum laude. Trey Allen Hicks, magna cum laude. Kyrell Luke. Lance Van Michael Ashley. Zachary Tyler Morgan. Caitlin Elizabeth McCabe. Justin Khalil Blackwell. Charles Daniel Clement Jr. Leslie Mariah Flores, magna cum laude. Monet Ashanti Booker. Jasmine Tanel Agnew, cum laude. Alana Carol Roberson. Erin Schuyler Hudgens. Lauren Marie Post, magna cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Taylor, cum laude. Madison Rose Loomis, summa cum laude. Quincy Romel Scipio. Jared Glinsky, summa cum laude. Christopher Bennett. Khalil Jameson Lyons. Madison Dion Norwood, magna cum laude. Emily Beatrice Nelson. Hunter Sterling Manning. Amanda Dietz, summa cum laude. Rebecca Elizabeth Farmer, cum laude. Emma Broughton. Stephen Alexander Dews. Ryan Christopher Campbell. Trey Zeke Grislecki. Tyler Kane Ferguson. Mason Hall Mitchell, magna cum laude. Michael Nicholas Romano. Malia Patrice Brown. Skylar Britton Lawrence. Nathan David Reynolds. Clayton Wilson Anthony. DeAnthony Delana Chalkley, cum laude. Jamel Anthony Moser. Brandon Lewis Ray. Amanda Marie DeMayo. Kyle Stephen McDonough. Haley Elizabeth Rice. Andrew Scott Epps, summa cum laude. Megan Nicole Cheff, summa cum laude. Haley Catherine Dean. Kevin Moen, summa cum laude. Jarrell Harris Jr. Casey Elaine Beal. Joshua Reese Burton, summa cum laude. Kashmira Manora. Scott James Jordan, cum laude. Esther Choi. Matthew James Stevenson. Sam Aurelio Dilela. Jenna Lauren Hux. Caleb Neil Joseph Hines. William Herbert Ryan. Jonathan Davis Golden. Mark Allen Timmons Ramos. Alexander Scott Gray. Cameron Thomas Wheeler. Forrest Scott Avery. Cameron Scott Riddick, cum laude. Luke Grayson Red, summa cum laude. Christopher Daniel Buffkin. Ryan Michael Clark, magna cum laude. Reagan Nicole Pabst, summa cum laude. Abby Elizabeth Mason, summa cum laude. Peyton Alyssa Kelly. Diana Marie Sherrod. Elizabeth Grace Edwards. Janem Parikh. Drake McLean Carter. Kevin Rajesh Kumar Patel. Kevin Manning Holroyd. Matthew James Sagan. Marcus Tanner Vernon. Brandon Van Tron. William Riley Lawson. Aiden Marcelli. Vincent Gage Villa. Amin Lawrence Nahari. Caleb Brock Smith. Caitlin Jane Wilson. Autumn Charlize Heron, cum laude. Neil Michael Miller. Nicholas Jones Carlstrom. And Molly Page Brightwell, magna cum laude.
You scoot up. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Education, Health, and Human Services please rise? President Reevely, on the recommendation of the faculty in the College of Education, Health, and Human Services, I present to you these candidates who have fulfilled all the prescribed conditions for the Bachelor of Science and the Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors, and on recommendation of the faculty of Longwood University, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations and welcome to the devoted ranks of the alumni of the alma mater. You may turn your tassels.
Madison Blue Tillman, cum laude. Abigail Lorraine Frazier, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Bowers. Sydney Jane Pedigo, magna cum laude. Emily Irene Beckley, summa cum laude. Krista Noel Bass, cum laude. Sydney Marie Lunam, cum laude. Alicia May Hoffman. Megan Malin Livesay, magna cum laude. Cara Grace Wilson, summa cum laude. Emma May Massanopol, magna cum laude. Jalen Alexander Fetterman. Dexter Barnard Jones Jr. Carson Ray Gibbs. Mason James Balsis. Tyler Keeley Smallwood. Julia Brianna Gill, cum laude. Kylie Page Toussaint, cum laude. Amanda Nicole Duffer. Olivia Grace Hildreth. Cassandra Alexis Beck. Jenna Marie Donnelly. Liesel Gabrielle Sauer. Alexis Marie Folks. Arena Isabel Wigfall. Lauren Cecilia Stimpson, summa cum laude. Sarah Catherine Bram. Olivia Ann Haynes, cum laude. Juanita Marie Reynolds, magna cum laude. Taylor Elizabeth Casey. Caitlin Renee Fording. Danielle Rose Tuck, magna cum laude. Haley Mackenzie Skovich, magna cum laude. Anne Marie Augusta Trench, cum laude. Anisa Sophia Valenzuela. Kendall Michelle Wickert, summa cum laude. Lane Joe Pitcock. Melody Faye Crawford, cum laude. Emily Grace Lawson. Gabrielle Mason Selhorst, cum laude. Stephanie Michelle Simmons. Teresa Lynn Miller, magna cum laude. Abigail Grace Gill. Anna Brooke Brodigam, magna cum laude. Kylie Michelle Smith, cum laude. Ananda Nashay Christian. Amanda Haley Bowling. Kinsey Louise Waddell. Joshua Case Bohannon, magna cum laude. Alexis Renee Beasley, cum laude. Mary Catherine Tursick, summa cum laude. Chelsea Brianna Stiff. Abigail Elizabeth Giles. Mackenzie Hope Hayes. Elizabeth Ann Fugate, cum laude. Taylor Lynn Moore, cum laude. Adam Dennis Story. Tricia Elizabeth Simbal. Gabriella Lynn Zolkowski, cum laude. Madeline Lois Molnar, cum laude. Dana Olivia Phillips, cum laude. Emily Nicole Sutphin. Mila Bell Rittenauer. Curtis Lee Scott. Cody Michael Smith. John Seth Cooper Dyson. Christina Noel Morton. Anna Grace Waite, magna cum laude. Christina Denise Chalice, summa cum laude. Avery Louise Catherine Goodlin. Riley Paige Mahanis. Victoria Conway Oki. Sophia Aurora Steeman. Seth Daniel Ratliff. Riley Claiborne Dillon, cum laude. Jacob Thomas Mays, cum laude. Carter Patrick Beatty. Brady Aliyah Shiflett. Taylor Ann Pellegrino, magna cum laude. Riley Renee Franklin, summa cum laude. Samantha Lee Prophet. Kylie Morgan Quick. Madison Renee Clegg. Laura Savannah Nichols. Gabrielle Elizabeth Drury. Cheyenne Renee Reyes, cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Linticum, magna cum laude. Emily Grace Harwood. Grace Elizabeth Dorgan, cum laude. Olivia Grace Widener, cum laude. Emma Claire Weber, magna cum laude. Emma Kate McNeil. Quinn Kelly Jones. Amaya Sanjay Williams. Elena Mozingo. Emily Irene Chandler. Thomas Robinson Jr. Andrew Hughes Evans, magna cum laude. Kevin Allen Gunn. Caleb Roderick McConnell. Mackenzie Lynn Wooten, cum laude. Caroline Ray Broughton. Ainsley Marie Allred, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Lee Ramey, cum laude. Ellie Grace Walker. Natalie Lauren Oben. Katie Stephanie Hernandez. Ainsley Jane Bellumer. Constanza Mangieri, cum laude. Jillian Elizabeth Ratliff, cum laude. Taylor Mary Faith Schieffer, cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Lewis, cum laude. Chancellor Riley Johnson, summa cum laude. Aaliyah Corinne Lyles, magna cum laude. Teresa Grace Carlson, magna cum laude. Reagan Elizabeth Beardsley. Emily Catherine Jambra, summa cum laude. Kendall Faye Titus. Reagan Marie Miller. Lauren Orlando. Laura Beth Harvey, magna cum laude. Tegan Nicole Best, magna cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Vick, summa cum laude. Rachel Dorothy Simmons, cum laude. Emma Grace Dalton, summa cum laude. Skylar Madison Hartman, cum laude. Ana Sofia Gutierrez, cum laude. Pa E. Gay. Chantel Joanne Chauvel, summa cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Collier, cum laude. Madison Renee Harney. Payden Elizabeth McGuire, cum laude. Michaela Lynn McDonald, summa cum laude. Taylor Ann Doty. Erica Christina Carpenter, summa cum laude. Samantha Ann Scaraba, summa cum laude. Rayanna Lane Powers. Emma Elizabeth Newcomb. Haley Elizabeth Slattery. Aaliyah Abbasi. Ariana Lynn Folk. Emma Marie Kahigis, summa cum laude. Emma Grace Potter, cum laude. Kristen Nicole Williams, summa cum laude. Destiny Zashay Milner. Megan Ashley Mintz, cum laude. Sherry Red, magna cum laude. Caitlin Ann Marie Hartley. Tawna Nicole Garriott. Katie Jordan Conroy. Sarah Joyce Lisenby. Mary Elizabeth Moorjohn. Nicole Elizabeth Green. Riley Paige Marshall. Belle Grace Horn. Kyra Angelique McCowan, magna cum laude. Emily Faith Byers. Jacqueline Margaret Gall. Ashley Jordan Kelly, cum laude. Taylor Nicole Dean. Carrington Lee Noble, cum laude. Ivana Maria Gutierrez. Joanna Maria Gutierrez. Madison Taylor Denny, magna cum laude. Juliana Overby Morse. Sarah Catherine Lofton, summa cum laude. Shane Joseph Bach. Abigail Grace Livingstone, cum laude. Sabrina Lee Henley Robles, summa cum laude. Samantha Dorothy Mayers, cum laude. And Colton Travis, summa cum laude.
Will the candidates for degrees in the Cook-Cole College of Arts and Sciences please rise? President Reevely, on the recommendation of the faculty in the Cook-Cole College of Arts and Sciences, I present to you these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors and on recommendation of the faculty of Longwood University, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science, to which each of you is entitled with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and welcome into the devoted ranks of the alumni of the alma mater. You may now turn your tassels.
Graduates, please come forward so we can recognize your accomplishments.
Justin Carter Elliott, summa cum laude. Conifer Ann Selintung, summa cum laude. Nicholas Kai Freeman, cum laude. Alyssa Marie Alexander, cum laude. Alec Judd Reyes Vidanes, summa cum laude. Brian James Spencer, summa cum laude. John Patrick Spencer, cum laude. Aiden Scott Cunningham. Camden James Gilbert, cum laude. Amelia Rose Adamchak, magna cum laude. Joshua Charles Boyer, summa cum laude. Anna Kate Xiaoyan Jackson, summa cum laude. Samuel David Hillman, magna cum laude. Caleb Benjamin Huddleston. Ryan Michael Barber, magna cum laude. Anthony John Pizzi. Frank Anthony Cardella, cum laude. Hannah Catherine DeLong, summa cum laude. Allison Nicole Eschbaugh. Hannah Lynn Elder. Morgan Alyssa Begley. Andrew Owen Short, cum laude. Anastasia Jean LaJoy, cum laude. Elena Audrey Firestone, summa cum laude. Amelia Marie Carlisle, cum laude. Abigail Grace Summer. William John Diamato, cum laude. Landon Roger Falk. Avery Jacob DeLisi. Dylan Elliott Duke. Haley Aaron Blanchard, cum laude. Brittany Nicole Washington. Stephen Rashid Barrett. Zachary Negeth, magna cum laude. Brandon Hathaway. Trevor Gibson Boyle. Ellen Heidi Anderson, summa cum laude. Sarah Brooke Curtis. Brooke Fitzgerald Bonner. Ava Joy Davis, summa cum laude. Sadie Michelle Kearns, summa cum laude. Haley Nicole Villalpando, cum laude. Christian Antonio Higgins, magna cum laude. Cassidy Page Owens, summa cum laude. Victoria Alicia Walden, summa cum laude. Christopher David Sparks, summa cum laude. Antonio Keontae Harvey, summa cum laude. Caden Vaughn Flessner. Justin Anthony Hughes. Jamie Lynn Weissman. Andrew James Cox, cum laude. Jacob Glynn Terry, cum laude. Hannah Michelle Smith. Asia Kaylin McCall. Colin Thomas Malik. Anne-Marie Emma Maneche. Julie Michelle Luconis. Megan Elizabeth McConnell. Caitlin May Hart. Mira Jane Hart. Vincent Michael Hudson, summa cum laude. Amelia Grace Harvey, magna cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Buffy, cum laude. Alexandria Diane Reese, summa cum laude. Emma Kathleen Adcook, summa cum laude. Lindsay Ann Bird, cum laude. Eva Mary Clausen Keaton. Brody Christopher Glandon, summa cum laude. Simone Janae Moody. Briella Rose Mitchell, cum laude. Margaret Houdin Glenn. Hannah Elizabeth Rice. Natalie Louise Masides, cum laude. Charity Michelle Bailey, cum laude. Emma May Layton. Amanda Nicole Doty. Samantha Lucille Collins. Sarah Schuckert. Lee McKinnon Cassay, summa cum laude. Grace Emery Hartung. Brianna Marie Pegram. Caitlin McKenna Croker. Emma Claire Mulholland. Haley Lynn Ward. Solomon Kobe Davis. Nicholas James DeModica. Joseph Michael Jones. Elijah Cole Tucker. Angelo Carmine Brizzi. Johan Yannick Ziemi. Carol Louise Dixon, summa cum laude. Alicia Marie Godwin, cum laude. Bettina Maria Sanchez Tucker. Aaron Nicole Petchin, magna cum laude. Grace Ann Beverly, summa cum laude. Tiffany Mariced Marcado, magna cum laude. Lindsay Marie Baker. Leah Jewel Ambergy, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Lynn Jordan. Taylor Nicole Sherrod. Zachary Charles DuPont. Jenna Olivia Langford, cum laude. Emily Page Downer, magna cum laude. Denasia Shakara Lynette Bethel, cum laude. Emma Catherine Peichel. Eric Ryan Wetzel. Maggie Palmore Arnold. Addison Nicole Anderson. Dalton Lane Moore. Ryan Forrest. Rachel Elizabeth Demecki, summa cum laude. Harold Augusta Mondry III. Caprice Danae Chambers. Riley Park Stoutingberg. Maya Angelica Rodriguez. Haley Elizabeth Hall, cum laude. Francis Ulisse. Mariah Cherie Wilson. Kieran Dean Rivera, summa cum laude. Carolyn Jennifer Lane. Megan Renee Bowles. Chesney Corin Holloman. Madeline Sober. Caleb John Swecker. Sarah Ann Gibbons, magna cum laude. Rachel Noel Foster. Emma Fraser McCrickard, magna cum laude. Bailey Yvonne Rowan. Paige Elizabeth Toms. Chloe Renee Hilliard. Rebecca Emily Foderer. Diana Alexandra Harwood, cum laude. Gracie Angelica Porter. Madison Rose Guest. Sydney Nicole Skillen. Hope Marie Louise Krakowski, magna cum laude. Hey, neighbor. Olivia Catherine Lineweaver, summa cum laude. Kelly Michelle Glenn, magna cum laude. Madison Page Carr. Emma Catherine Gresham, magna cum laude. Jade Mackenzie Riddle, summa cum laude. Taylor Rain Pulley. Victoria Grace Moyer, summa cum laude. Grace Ann McCain, summa cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Siders, summa cum laude. Madison Gray Smith, magna cum laude. Julia Anjanette Beauvert. Morgan Leslie Rain Jefferson. Cavalry Faith Jackson, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Lake Sanders. Frances Emily Weaver. Isabel Nicole Schlussel. Jordan Faith Epps. Jordan Lynn Ann Ellerson. Kathleen Marie Drummond. Paris Lynn Lampkin. Laurel Megan Williams, summa cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Cash, summa cum laude. Cassidy Megan Shepard, summa cum laude. Erin Monet Burton, magna cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Holloway, summa cum laude. Abigail Renee Marple, summa cum laude. Carlene Grace Kelly, cum laude. Benton Parker McFadden, cum laude. Madeline Ruby Elise Little, summa cum laude. Kaylin Imani Marshall, cum laude. Lauren Emily Paulus. Courtney Michelle Yates. Zachary George Kenny. Caitlin Elizabeth Cantu. Peyton Grace Shiflett. Lauren Nicole Barano. Kylie Marie Belmer, cum laude. Alexis Kiana High. Jody Noel Poole. Shay Elise Sloan. Victoria Faith Sipe, summa cum laude. Emma Daly Drinkard, magna cum laude. Tamaya Nicole Kellum, summa cum laude. Braden William Hamilton. Margaret Elizabeth Dudley, summa cum laude. Emily Ann Farmer, summa cum laude. Savannah Jennifer Hall. Megan Nicole Borden, summa cum laude. Thomas Christopher Wiles, summa cum laude. Devin Shane Edwards. Luke Victor Arsemal, summa cum laude. Severio Francis Lombardo, cum laude. Caleb Matthew Sullivan. Shaylise Kane Jones, cum laude. Sarah Catherine Hall. Abigail Elizabeth Ruddy. Zoe Mackenzie Hudson. Taylor Mackenzie Pfeiffer, cum laude. Pearson Lewis Barnaby. Melissa Hope Savage, magna cum laude. Trinity Renee Moore. Emma Catherine Thompson, summa cum laude. Kara Lindsay O'Byrne, summa cum laude. Kenneth Bryson Cyrus, summa cum laude. Andrew Patrick Abrams. Jasmine Michelle Glaze, magna cum laude. Tatiana Lene Cooper. Leilani Bree Dove, summa cum laude. Camille Giovanna Victoria Moorhead, cum laude. Haley Brooke Poor, magna cum laude. Jordan Elizabeth Tyler. Lakin Olivia Hewitt. Amari Terrell Jordan. Chrislyn Johnson. Latoya Aliyah Downing. Alyssa Laquanda Ashley. Calindria Shean McRuder. Madison Alexandra Beasy. Trinity Lauren de Guzman. Magna cum laude. Amanda Page Cedino, summa cum laude. Madison Lynn Pierce, magna cum laude. Guillermo Antonio Garcia Jr. Haley Mayo. Anna Marie Clark. Natalia Velez Camp. Amalia Agnes Odethia Chantel DeParto. Ryan Timothy Gould. Nicholas Brock Gordon. Isabella Ruth Olson, magna cum laude. Elena Grace Kaufman. Brock Aiden Van Winkle. Kyla Elizabeth Gentry. Nicholas James Silla. Wyatt Hugh Atkins, summa cum laude. Hunter Chilton Skibicki. Harrison Samuel Ludwig. Patrick Jacob Eisen. Tess Aubrey Robertson, summa cum laude. Devin Lacey Southard. Michaela Dawn Kaiser, magna cum laude. Karina Rizvanova. Savannah Jean Warren. Natalie Marie McCarty. Gabrielle Brianna Duncan. Avery Christopher Brown. Mason Nicole Perkins, summa cum laude. Lydia Capri Bowen. Joel Keith King. Brennan Matthew Williams. William Andrew Pock, magna cum laude. Hayden Daniel Bradbury. Brandon Forst. Ryan Christopher Lowry. Shane Lyons. Keely Shea Elizabeth Mancino. Haley Brooke Henshaw, magna cum laude. Emma Madison Moore, summa cum laude. Trista Nicole Rollins. Jennings Power Naquin, magna cum laude. Kira Elizabeth Reagan. Chad Allen Weimer, magna cum laude. Tristan Riley Clark. Sarah Constance Donahue, cum laude. Zane Austin Moore. Terry Kevin Hunt, Jr. Genesis Pierre Simmons. Devin Lewis Joseph. Sierra Nashe Ewell. Lucy Elizabeth Ellis, magna cum laude. Helena Christina Lucas, magna cum laude. Grace Ann Smith, cum laude. Mara Louise Beck. Gabrielle Catherine Mullins, cum laude. Rachel Tyrell Carter, summa cum laude. Kennedy Ray Lundeen. Hannah Alexa Finley. Reagan Elizabeth Smith. Amanda Lee Wilson. Bailey Marina Shaw. Nicholas Gerbain Hamlet. Xavier Jerema Davis. Christina Marie White, summa cum laude. Ethan Hamilton Pettigen. Jack William Van Straten. Nicole Diana Pinder, cum laude. Miranda Helen Helfenbein. Lillian Carey Jubb, summa cum laude. Lauren Kelly Trent. Logan Alexander Husky, summa cum laude. Amanda Carey Beville. Caroline Elizabeth Avery, cum laude. Kimberly Riley Melvin. Bailey Brianne Staten, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Lee Miller. Amy Michelle Shoemaker, summa cum laude. Lauren Renee Vasquez. Saad Aftab Khan, magna cum laude. Dion Christian Hansley. Ethan Thomas Covington. Kara Lillian Johnson. Kristen Marie Diffen. Meredith Dare Foster, cum laude. And Emily Arlene Felice.
And now we need to begin to summon our spirits. This is going to take some audience participation. All right, so we're going to have the alma mater in just a moment. But first, we need the great class of 2025 to stand as a body, and we need to cheer very, very loudly. We're going to need more audience participation now. All right, we're going to have to do, we got to send the great class of 2025, this historic class, out right. All right, so audience, leap up on your feet in preparation for the alma mater. But first, I come from a long line of responsive cheerers. So we're going to do a responsive cheer for the great class 2025. We're going to practice once. This is going to take everybody loudly, lustily getting into it. Practice once, then we'll do it for real. You all ready? All right. So the cheer goes 186, for our 186th year. 2025, for self-evident reasons, Longwood. Everybody got that? I will say it. Everybody will say it back 3 times, iteratively. This is why it takes practice. All right, this is the practice round. 186. 186. 186. 186. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. Longwood. 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 We're doing pretty well. Now for real. We ready? 186. 186. 186. 186. 2025. 2025. 2025. 2025. Longwood. 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 Well done. All right, Dion Hansley, grade class 2025, come sing the alma mater for us. Everybody remain standing for the alma mater, the retiring of the colors, and the recessional. Dion.
Faithful and devoted be thy sons and daughters forever. Hail to thee, dear alma mater, hail to thee, all hail. Onward ever, Longwood, proud and true eternally, thy love will always guide and protect and keep them faithful to thee. Thy love will always guide and protect and keep them faithful to thee.
You may retire the colors. Inscribed on this medallion, this chain of office, are words written almost 600 years ago about Joan of Arc, our patron hero, just as pertinent to the citizen leaders about to go forward. Who, in the moment of victory, remains inaccessible to vanity and hate, who, in the midst of popular enthusiasm, lives in humility and prayer, who, in the universal crush of ambition, covets neither profit nor honors. Go and do great good, Lancers. You are on the heart of the alma mater always. Dr. Coles, please retrieve the mace and begin the recessional. The academic year is complete.
Thank you.